So, hi everyone. Welcome to Inner Stargazing Yin. I'm Katsi. I know most of you, but perhaps you're watching this video later, so it's just nice to introduce myself. Just mentioning that we're entering into a new moon in Capricorn. And if you tuned into the cacao ceremony, which is on Instagram, you've got a little taste of insider astrological scoop for this new moon. As a reminder, new moons, it's like a blank slate, a time to create from your heart. And you can use this Capricorn energy that is very much present in the stars at the moment. And even I believe there's about 4 planets even in Capricorn. So this is major earth energy. You'll feel that too as you move into the yin practice. This is a very grounding practice to help you integrate, to help you receive. But Capricorns are known to be very logical, very committed, ambitious, motivated. They can be the leaders in the pack. So this is your year to lead, to create. And some journaling prompts or things to reflect on in this time is what are the logical steps that you could take? What is this vision that you have for yourself, for the world? And what are the stepping stones that you need to take in order to reach that destination? And so when we have a moon cycle, we have about 28 days to kind of move into this phase. And perhaps you're very clearly connected to what you're motivated towards in this moment. Or perhaps it starts to develop, it starts to change, or you create insight as to how you can bring that into your life, the here and the now. So hopefully that resonates with you on some level, and it probably especially resonates with you if you have some Capricorn in your chart. Yeah? So I still have some cacao with me. If you have a cup of tea, it's nice to have that by your side, a journal, things might come up in the yin practice. And feel free to kind of tap into that, to write it out, to help you process. But for now, let's find a nice meditative seat. I have the chat bar here as well, so if things come up or if there's anything you want to share, please feel free. Let's find a meditative seat. You can allow your legs to be crossed. You have your palms on your thighs. You can close your eyes. And feel your sits bones nestling into the earth, feeling into this ground, this foundation that supports you, that allows you to feel stable and secure. And allow your breath just to stream in very sweetly and exhale out. And as you inhale, it's as if this seed of intention that has been planted in the earth begins to crack open, begins to sprout upwards as it travels through the spine, navigating through the body, expanding from the heart in all directions. Continue to travel up towards the celestial heart, the space above you, the center of the universe. And as you exhale, you pull in this nourishing energy as it transcends down, it washes through you, it nourishes this seed, this energy seeps into the earth, supporting the roots as they continue to expand into the core of the earth. Continue to follow the breath as it moves in and out. What is that motivation that is woven in with the breath, this pranic energy? What is inspiring you to come to your practice today? What is inspiring you to come to the practice of life to fulfill it? And as you are here, just inhale, sweep your arms up high towards the sky. Gather in this magnetic, abundant energy. As if you could twinkle the stars with your fingertips and catch the starlight between the palms. You're going to slide the hands down through the center line. So your intention, this energy supports how you perceive as it rests over the third eye. Slide the hands down to the lips, supporting how you express and how you understand. And bring the energy into the heart. So it supports how you feel, it supports how you connect universally to those around you as we weave together in this collective consciousness. And from this place of the heart, we'll unite together in singing the sound of Om. Take a deep breath in first to clear. Exhale out. Breathe in to sing. And here you can flutter open your eyes, gazing at the palms as it holds this intention. And then just start to circle out the hands here, opening up through the wrist, towards you, and away from you. If you want to use the playlist, feel free to get it started. Otherwise, you can just listen to the music of my surroundings, to the birds, to the roosters, to who knows? Who knows what will present itself in our time? Hopefully not the rain. It's rained enough. And as you continue to roll out the wrists, you can inhale and just sweep your arms up high towards the sky. Interlace your fingertips, stretch up. And as you exhale, press, curl and round, curl your spine like a cat. And then inhale, stretching up through the arms. This time, exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you inhale, wing open the heart, the elbows come back, shine the heart up towards the sky. And as you exhale, curl in, allow your elbows to connect and pull it in towards your belly button. Interlace the fingertips, inhale, stretch up, leaning back, almost like a little Anahata. And once again, exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, let the wind blow your arms back, beaming open the heart and the chest. And exhale, gather in, allow the elbows to come in and tuck them in towards your belly button. Inhale, reach up, forward, up and back, open through the heart. And once again, exhale, cactus the arms, squeezing shoulder blades together. Inhale, wing it open, leaning back. And exhale, curling in, elbows tuck in towards the belly button. And then inhale, reaching up, leaning back. Exhale, let the arms just drape down by the side. Good. From here, you come forward onto your hands and knees. Nice little tabletop position. Feel free to take a blanket under the knees as you like. And take some gentle movement. As you inhale, let the belly drop down, gazing up. Exhale, press, curl and around. Send the seat back towards the heels. And we're just going to take a little bit of gentle movement here. As I understand, it's pretty cold in Berlin. It's pretty cold all over the world. It's Snowing in Spain, snowing in Texas. It's even quite chilly here in Mexico. I mean, I'm in a high altitude, but so we just want to kind of thaw out the body before we steep into the depths. And from here, you can come forward just to a neutral spine. And we're going to move our way into Anahata Asana. So for this asana, you're going to bring the hips right over the knees and just simply walk your hands forward and melt the heart down. If it's too much, you can always bring your forehead down to the mat or even use a block underneath the forehead. Otherwise, reach your chin forward and just start to open up through the throat. So stay there as I get the timer set. The heart is what connects you to that passion, what helps you stay committed. I want to unlock this heart space as it carries us forward in this new cycle. Breathe into the heart, connect to what makes it feel alive. Allow your eyes to close and continue to feel deeply into your heart space. A deep breath in where you are and exhale out. Just down into the palms, lifting up. And from here, just slide forward onto your belly. We're going to take a little bit of movement just to loosen up through the shoulders. So you can bring the fingertips out to the side, elbows point straight up. And as you inhale, unravel, lifting up. And exhale, dip your left shoulder down, gaze over right. Breathing in, come back up to center. Exhale, right shoulder dips down. Breathe in, come right back up through center. Exhale, dip left. Breathe in, lifting up through center. Exhale, dip the right shoulder. Breathe and lift right back up through center. And then bring the hands or the elbows right underneath the shoulders. We're going to move into Sphinx Pose. If you want to take this forest yoga style, you can roll up a blanket or a little pillow and place it right over the hips, right at the low abdomen, and this will massage anything that needs to be kind of worked out. So I'll take my poncho and make a little roll. From here, I'm just gonna place my cacao belly on top. Cacao. And then just allow your eyes to close and tune in and focus on the third eye. What can happen when we move into winter and it gets a bit more frozen, a bit cold outside, naturally things start to freeze up within us as well. This can slow down the digestion, as the digestion is run by fire. So this is a nice way to help to kind of break the ice, so to speak, so energy can flow smoothly, enabling your transformative process, giving you the feeling of being more vibrant, more alive, more in tune. Weave in the consciousness with your breath as you feel it streaming through you. So this prana can continue to sparkle through the body from the tips of your toes to the crown of the head. And as you follow this journey of prana, become aware of the places that feel extra sensational, perhaps a pulsing vibration. And if there's a place along the path that is calling out to be a bit more nourished, recharged, draw your attention there, layer it on with your intention. So the transformations can start to take place. And from here, take a deep breath in where you are. And exhale, let everything wash out. You can tuck under the toes, bring your hands underneath the shoulders, send your seat back towards your heels, and curl back up. And bring your blanket off to the side, and let's go ahead, bring our hips up high. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, move from side to side. As you inhale, rise into the balls of the feet, curling forward like an ocean wave as you come into your high plank. And exhale, let the knees hover, swoosh the hips up and back. And just weaving in a little bit of extra movement since it's freezing. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, up and back. Once more, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, whoosh it up and back. And from here, lift your right leg up high towards the sky. Bend the knee, open up through the hip. Start to circle it out. And extend the right leg long. Bring the right knee into the nose. Flex your right foot over left thigh. Figure 4 down dog. Pressing the right knee back in space. Breathe into your outer right hip and glute. Feel the space peeling open. And exhale out. Looking forward, step your right foot wide outside of the right pinky. You can turn the right toes slightly out. Feel free to rock the hips back and forth just to loosen up the hip space. So in yoga or traditional like a vinyasa class, you might know this pose is lizard. In yin, we call it gecko. And you can kind of continue to loosen up, especially if you feel that things really need to be loosened up. Otherwise, as your left heel presses back, you can lower down to the tip of the back thigh bone. If that sensation feels very intense, I suggest bringing your rolled up blanket or pillow, placing it underneath the thighs. That way it has a little bit of elevation. You can also bring this prop underneath the elbows or the forearms. So variations of this pose, like so, kind of leading with the heart, guiding it forward. If you want to get more depth into the hips, you can bring your left elbow down, your right elbow down, and pull the heart forward. So hips are a very emotional place. I'm sure you know, many of you have tuned into my chakra lectures. It's a place of emotional intelligence. So especially in moon cycles, things might feel a bit more intense. So this is a nice opportunity to really breathe and again allow the energy to clear out what's no longer necessary, and to breathe in perhaps what emotions might motivate you and drive you a bit further. So just communicate with this energetic center and allow your breath to be sweet and deep. If you notice something's really bubbling up that feels a bit intense, remind yourself you are muted. You can be as loud as you want. If you need to let out a or a sigh, please let that stream out. This is an excellent opportunity to release. Take this last minute here to really deepen your breath. Connect into what it is that you're calling in into this cycle. Breathe that in, feel it filtrate through the body. And exhale, wash away what's holding you back. Continue with the connection of the sweetness of your breath. Mm. All together, breathe in deeply, allow the breath to sparkle through you. And exhale everything out. Jesus. Walk your hands up, breathe into the heart. Take what you need. You can simply shift the hips back. Moving into a runner stretch. I find this to be a really nice way to release after gecko. If you want to take a three-legged dog, feel free. You can circle out. And let's all meet together in a downward facing dog. You can inhale, lift your left leg up high. Bend the knee, circle out through the hip. Just begin to loosen up this area that you're about to dive deeper into. And lengthen through the leg. Exhale, bring the left knee into the nose. Flex your left foot over right thigh. Figure four, down dog. Press the left knee back in space. Breathe into the outer left hip and out. Looking forward, step your left foot wide outside of the left pinky. And again, from here, you can begin to rock it back and forth. My left foot is stepped wide. Just feel into the hip flexor and the quad, pulsing back and forth. And you're more than welcome to kind of ease into it, especially if you're feeling a lot of resistance. That's a signal to really exhale and allow yourself to surrender and soften naturally. Otherwise, remember, you can bring a blanket or something underneath the back thigh bone if it feels very intense here in the hip flexor and the quad. If you're feeling cold, you can bring the blanket over you. And then just from here, simply allow yourself to come on down. We're already about a minute into this position. Left toes can be turned out slightly to assist the opening of the hip. Breathe deep to help you acclimate into the pose. Humming is also a nice way to allow the vibration to work its way into the darker, stickier places. One more minute here to fully release. An excellent opportunity to deepen your breath here. If things are coming up, feel free to reach for your journal, write it out. Take a deep, sweet breath in where you are. Exhale everything out. Simply walk your hands up. Shift your hips back. You can take what you need here. What's calling me is a nice long runner stretch, allowing the left leg to be long, pulling the heart forward. Free to take a three-legged dog and just loosen up as you like. Now you can come forward onto your hands and knees. Sit up. And let's go ahead and extend the legs out in front of us. We're going to move into caterpillar pose. So legs are going to be straight out. Of course, you can have a little softness, bend in the knees. If you want to roll up a blanket and place it underneath the knees, it can just help support so that your hamstrings don't feel super pulled, especially if they're feeling a bit tight. You can also bring something on top so that your belly feels a bit of a stronger connection onto your thighs. Yeah. I know traditionally in a yoga class, for example, Ashtanga, they really emphasize reaching for the feet and pulling yourself down. This isn't necessary here. In the yin practice, it's really just about being where you are, feeling to where you are, and allowing yourself to surrender. Okay? And if you can reach your feet, feel free to give them a little massage. So that's the insight on caterpillar. You may also know it as Paschimottanasana. So allow your sits bones to be rooted down and then breathe into your heart. And imagine you're like a caterpillar inching its way forward onto the leaf. And exhale, you hinge down a bit more. And inhale, you bring your heart a bit more forward. And exhale, come down. So with every breath, it's like a subtle kind of inching your way towards the tip of the leaf until you fold down into yourself. You can even make cross your arms, make a little pillow. Just allow your eyes to close. In a way, it's like just cuddling in with yourself, feeling that sweetness, that support. As you breathe deeply, allow yourself to merge in with the sounds within you, the sounds around you, if they support your process. See if with your next exhales you can allow yourself to soften down a bit more. Relax the tension away from the shoulders, the neck, the face. Mhm. And now let's take a deep, sweet inhale in. Feel into the space that is awakened. And exhale everything out. Roll up through your spine. It's like you're kind of emerging out of your cocoon. And sit back into your sits bones. You can bring the soles of your feet together, the knees wide, naturally after becoming Being a caterpillar, you become a butterfly. You can bring your bolster or your pillow out in front of you. And for me, I'm a bit chilly, so I'm gonna drape it over my legs. But you're gonna take a hold of the shins first and just create a little bit of fluidity in your spine. So as you inhale, roll the shoulders back, pull the heart forward, lead with the heart, and then bring your chin towards your chest and curl back and round and just lean back into it. And inhaling into the heart, coming forward. Exhale, curling and rounding. And you can continue on with this, just gentle movement here to thaw out through the body. And then from here, you'll just kind of assess how your hips are feeling. So if the hips are feeling a bit tight, you can have a more therapeutic Parakonasana Butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet further out so you have more of a diamond-like shape in the legs. But if the hips are feeling relatively open, as we did Gecko and some other work, you can bring the heels closer in. I personally too like to give my feet a little massage here just to help myself strengthen those roots that connect me to the earth. But eventually you can pull your heart forward and lean forward and melt into yourself. Also use your elbows here to assist you, gently pressing down into the calves and the inner thighs. This will help guide your knees down to the ground, which will help facilitate that space there in the hips. Breathe deep to where you feel the sensation. And out. Allow your jaw to relax, the face to relax. The tension melting away from the neck, the shoulders, the face, as you continue to drop down into yourself. Notice as your next exhale comes out that you soften a bit more, you release a bit more. As you inhale, you're able to call in this logic, this ambition, this motivation, these leadership skills that are going to support you in this cycle. a deep, sweet breath in where you are. And exhale everything out. In this emptiness, breathe in to allow yourself to lift up from the forward fold. Soften the shoulders, roll them up and down the back. Feel free to loosen up. Take little circles here. And then slide your hands underneath the knees. And as you exhale, oof, bring the knees in. Take your hands onto your shins. And you can inhale, pull the heart forward, roll shoulders back. Exhale, curl. And inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curl. From here, as you inhale, pull up, feel free to take a block or some books. For me, I'm going to take my poncho and fold it up so it creates a little bit of height here. And you're going to lower down onto your back. And from here, you can elevate your hips as you press down into the feet and slide your prop, whatever you made, underneath the low back. So for me, it's not like a great amount of space. There's definitely room to add a little bit more, especially if you want your hips to come a bit higher for this restorative bridge. But you want to make sure that your prop is right sacrum, the low back here. So it's you have space for the hip flexors to open up. If you want it to be a bit more active, even though it's not really yin-like, you can always interlace your hands underneath your back to help elevate the chest, the heart. Your choice. Just come to a position that resonates with you, that allows you to drop into yourself. Hands can come to heart, low belly, your choice. Just close your eyes, go deep inside. Breathe into what motivates you, what drives your commitment. Feel it, embody it as you continue to connect into the depths of your being. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale out. And stay on the prop. Bend your knees in, extend the legs up. Just taking a restorative shoulder stand position. Giving the feet a little break. And the energy transcend, wash down through the legs, into the hips, into the belly, into the heart. Clearing through the throat, into the third eye, into the crown of the head. And out. Begin to point and flex through the feet. Loosen up through the ankles. Twirl them out. And bend your knees in. Allow your feet to come down to the mat. Press into the feet to elevate the hips. Slide your prop out from underneath. From here, you can rock your knees from side to side, just to neutralize through your spine. Come right back through center. Press into your feet, slide your hips over towards the right, just a few centimeters. Lift up your knees, and from here you can drop your knees over towards the left. Taking a little twist here. Again, I'm going to layer up a bit. Make sure the knees are in line with the navel center at least, and you can gaze over your right shoulder. And just allow yourself to gently detoxify. Softening into the earth. A deep breath in where you are. And exhale, clearing out. Come right back through center. Press into your feet. Slide the hips over towards the left a few centimeters. From here, you can hug the knees in and drop them over towards the right for your spinal twist. Allow your right hand to guide the knees down. You can gaze over the left shoulder here. And just allow yourself to sweetly drop in, naturally stimulating the descending colon to help you release, to help you clear anything that's been bundled up. Keep allowing your exhales to stream out sweetly. Breathe in sweetly into this position. Feel into the space that you have untangled. And exhale it all out. Come back to center. You can circle out the knees a little bit, massaging the low back. And from here, I invite you to take a moment to create any movement that you deem necessary for your practice. And then we're going to close with a little bit of pranayama just to help clear out the body, to balance out the mind, to brighten the spirit. We're going to do alternate nostril breath. So this way you can balance out the lunar and the solar side. So this restorative, nourishing feminine side is the left side. And then we balance out with this very active, motivated, committed masculine side, the solar side on the right. And the way we're going to do this is you're going to bring your left hand in Yan Mudra. Feel free to create your movement now as I explain. This is Yan Mudra. That's the best way to see it. And your right hand is in Vishnu Mudra. Your index and your middle finger fold down. So you can bring the hand towards the face. And it's going to be very simple. I'll guide you essentially with a count of 8, just so that we can get in this rhythm of long, deep breath. But you're going to inhale through the left side for 8, close, exhale right for 8. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Ein links, halten aus rechts, ein rechts, halten aus links. So it just goes up and out, up and out, going back and forth. Okay, so I'll guide you again through the first few cycles, and then you're going to be free to take it on your own. It doesn't have to be for the count of 8. Again, this is just to get in a nice natural rhythm. Okay, so you can start to close off this movement and find yourself a nice meditative, cozy seat. If you're a bit cold like me, feel free to take a blanket over your thighs. Bring left hand in Yan Mudra, right hand Vishnu Mudra. Bring the hand towards your face. First, just take a cleansing breath in through both nostrils and exhale out. Close right, inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close left, exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close right, exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ein links, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aus rechts, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ein rechts. Aus links. Breathe in left. Exhale right. Continue on your own. Next time you exhale out the left, you're more than welcome to take a pause. If you feel inspired to continue on, feel free. You are free. Otherwise, once you've made the pause, just feel into the sensations. This clarity of the mind that allows you to assess these logical steps that can be taken towards your commitments. And feel this energy that is developing there in the mind where you're envisioning as you exhale, let it transcend down through the spine, into the roots, into the earth, into the ground. Connecting to the subtleties with the sweetness of your breath. As you dive inwards to yourself, let it be a reminder that you have all the tools, the gifts necessary to enable you to take the steps further to your commitments, towards your vision. As you are the creator, you are the designer of this life that you live. And whenever you feel a bit of disconnection, just allow yourself to find the stillness, find your breath. Come back to your journalings that you've made in this new moon to remind yourself as to what it is that you're here to work towards. And from here, just allow your hands to float up to your heart center. And once again, feel into that beat that drives you, that allows you to thrive, to make the most of every moment. And from this beat, we will weave them together as one as we feel the supportive net of love of those around you that are too seeking to raise their vibration. So let's raise our vibration here in the now as we connect with the sound of Om. Take a deep breath in first to clear. Exhale out. Breathe in to sing. Allowing the hands to merge together as a gesture of gratitude. Namaste. Thank you all so much. I understand we've carved out more time together, so I'm giving you this window of extra time to get out your journal, write out what came through to you. Again, kind of envision this dream. What is your commitment? What are the logical steps that you are motivated to take in this upcoming cycle? And once you just allow yourself to kind of free flow and write, take time, rest, come into Shavasana, play a nice track, and just allow yourself to continue to navigate your inward journey as you sweeten this connection within. So thank you all so much for joining for Inner Stargazing Yin. I hope it revealed what needed to be seen to support you in your process. As always, reach out if you have questions. You know how to reach me. It's there in the chat bar. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all to deepen our journey, our processes together. Danke, danke. Namaste.